200,000 people stand in front of you in a parade just to hear you speak in the 60s when technology was not here.
Abusiafo mi chechu bibia eba eye wa ye think tumedie so na matoto asere se ene ne de kan woni aboka safidie so dofo no abomodi so mi a subscription button so am so adwo ne dada so dia ene ebomodi so be like no wa share video yi na average afoforo especially so ye new force member dia ene ebomodi so be share video yi na ye kotie eye nsema ye wura Nana Kwame Bediako odi tudwa ne fo adwen chire fefa eye comment section wo ne febra.
That person today would have had 2 or 3 million people standing in front of him. I want you to measure that power. It's immeasurable. And your ass stays in a government apartment. Hell no, you were doing something wrong. You were doing something wrong. You see, when God gives you power, He expects the knowledge and the wisdom that the power is coming out from to build you wealth. The sort of wealth that will protect the power. The sort of power that will guide the blessing. The sort of blessing that would prevail the grace, and the sort of grace that would release the glories. Now, if you don't connect this and dot the I's and cross the T's and be able to execute the puzzle, how are you going to become an oligopolic or a monopolistic disruptor? How are you going to control the world? No, one person or one organization will come out of this world and take you out.
Yeah.
The blessing is immeasurable. When you're blessed, remember, you're surrounded by evils and demons. That's what it comes in. Let's go. So, I won't be here forever. And not as long as I probably even want to be. But mentally and spiritually, I will always be here. Thousands of years. You might not see it today, but there's a child who's coming, and you're going to point their fingers and say, I love this guy. He was so goddamn bold. You know, he did so much in a very short period of time. And it's because I understand time. But I'm going to buy time to resell time to humanity. And that's why before I leave here, I'm not going to borrow you guys money. I'm going to borrow the country's money. Starting from Ghana. Because I know that's his weakness. He goes out there all the way to the white man and the white institution. And he gives his whole country to the institution. Come, take whatever you want and give me $1 billion. But that, I'm going to quit it. I know how to create the wealth, and I'll borrow Ghana for money. No strings attached, no interest, and it's for free. And I'll borrow a few more Africans' money. I'm talking of countries. So when I'm not here, for the first time, they'll remember. They don't own an institution. They own a ghost, a spirit. And you can never let go of it. Because they say that the lender holds the borrower by the neck through his soul. And I want people to understand what it means when you win souls. I'm a soul winner. I'm a time traveler. But people didn't appreciate my time and my moment when I came. Some even insulted me when I never met them. Their children would talk about me so much to the point that they will fall to the prostrate of the soles of my feet. That's because they know, even after 200 years, they were still talking about it. I love the legacy of Kwame Bediako, and my legacy should not wipe it. It should continue. But I was struck thousands of years. I want that. So it will be up to them to want to educate their children about something that came from them. Or they can still go ahead and educate their children about Christopher Columbus instead of Freedom Jacob Caesar. For me, I'm here to do what I have to do, and nothing's going to stop me. You know, sometimes I don't really care what people want to say or think. Anything people say about me can never determine my moralities. You will never know me. You will only have to keep talking. Because if I have to let you know the full me, then there will be no more to it. So even myself, sometimes, I still have more to know about my own self. Thank you, guys. So these are people we're sitting there watching them, and some UN will come from somewhere in the world and say that we're here to make peace. Who is fighting? Who is fighting in Africa? We're hungry. We're not fighting each other. There is no wars yet. But these same peacemakers, I don't see them in England. I don't see their white and black troops in fact, they should be in Ukraine, Israel, Gaza. But they're here. And they're extracting our minerals and they're connected. So these are the people I'm coming for. You know, I'm coming to shut them down. I'm coming to shut the souls of our fathers who pretend they love us but they don't. And they're selling us outside. That's my mission. You know, my vision is to be remembered that I came and I did not kill one Goliath, but I came after David. I killed a few Goliaths, and I didn't just cut their heads off, I cut their feet off too, so they don't come back again. That's my history, that's my legacy. And so if Ghana or the people of this country don't take what I have fast, I'll be moving on. The people are ready, you know, and I'm someone that knows how to create wealth. I'm someone that is practically made already. I don't need anyone to give me a degree to start me off. I don't need anyone to give me any promise that I'm going to make it. I've already kicked off. I'm no more an egg. I've been hatched. And I'm out and I'm living and I'm doing things. And I really think that since Ghanaians and Africans don't appreciate what they have, it's the only reason why what we have has ended up in someone else's country. And that's the same one I'll put on them. They should not think that they will outsmart me. If they don't appreciate what they have, I'll become the biggest gold and the biggest diamond just at the next door. Because if you don't appreciate it, somebody else is ready to take it. And that's the message I was sending. I hope I answered your question for you. Would I go on, or would I be myself, or would I calm down and not do it and all of that? I want people to understand this about me, right? I do things by timing, and I move by the voice, and I walk by command. So I don't change for anyone. I listen to my mom, I'll listen to my sisters, I'll listen to my family. But that doesn't mean that I have to completely change to what people say. There is an inner spirit that I follow. So if people tell me things that make sense, I add it to the voice that is controlling me. But I don't leave the voice that is controlling me to go and listen to what people say and change the path I walk on. That's, first of all, who I am. So this very moment is a calling. You know, I don't know why I have been so adamant, eager, and focused to do what the voice is saying. And I'm probably not proud of myself, but I feel like I should acknowledge myself for being able to do what I want to do. You know, and not for myself, but also for people's success, for people's peace, for people's value. And I'm in that element now. But people should remember this. If I do what I do by the voice, then they should always remember when the time comes and they don't follow the timing that I'm following. You might think I want to be a president. Before you will be ready for me to be a president, I might have moved on to be an emperor. So this part will lose. It's the same in the street when they needed me the most. That's when they wanted me to show them my skills. But I was gone to the corporate world. Because when I was there, they couldn't see that Jedi Jeffries was there. So when I left and then they started talking about it, and said, that is the same guy. I was gone. So, you know, I am standing for African leadership. I don't like how, you know, global entities like UN, AU, and ECOWAS, who says that we stand for your economy.
Captain, yes, sir. Cheddar, a home for now, within our TV station, and Yadia Febakusi. You cannot invite such a nobleman and bet now show so and any Indian como. Now we here to our baby. Look at the effort this gentleman has put in. What the nabet now where you so ever betray. So in other words, also crowd support to said sad duopoly na bet was wakoso. We understand so also can pay for no. Making sure someone corrupt him mebunu with sa NDC NPP mentality we yesrew. This is a new thing that is coming. Youth na and yes so makachre say ya ni bit may be a we are doing something that's going to benefit us any ma ye. That is why we are choosing Nana Kwame Bediako. And for the TV so on you don't have that right. The gentleman is noble enough. The gentleman is accredited enough to be a president in our country. In Team